Hello guys, welcome back to my channel HK Official. Yes, I'm there with you with the unit number 3 of SME, that is vehicles and their specification. Yes, in this video we will cover the complete one shot of this chapter and not a single topic you are going to miss. So this will be very useful video for those students who want to cover the syllabus very fast, or we can say they have to understand everything and also they have complete their syllabus. Okay, so in this video I'll be covering all the important topics and all the basic concepts which are present in the chapter, and yes, you will be very happy at the end of the video that you are completed with your unit 3 of SME for your NSEM paper. Okay, so let us go ahead and let us see what are the topics which we are going to cover in this chapter. So the unit number 3, it is nothing but vehicles and their specifications. Yes, it is very interesting chapter as we are going to study about vehicles, different types of then engines. So it will be very interesting for those who are passionate about vehicles and all. Okay, so let us see what we are going to see. So first of all, we have to see what are the classifications of automobiles, their vehicle specifications of 2 or 3 wheeler, then light motor vehicles, trucks, buses and multi-axle vehicles, engine components only introduction is there, then study of engine specifications, comparison of specifications of vehicles, introduction of electric and hybrid vehicles, which is the most interesting part, then cost analysis of the vehicle. Okay, till now just take it as your introduction. Okay, let us see, we are going to see our first topic, that is, or what is first of all automobile. So as we are going to study about automobiles, first we have to know about what that word actually means. So auto plus mobile. Auto, you can say automatic, and mobile is locomotion. So you can say it is a machine with wheels that people use to go from one place to another. Alright, it has an engine inside that which makes it move, and you can control its speed and direction to get where you want to go. Like you can take example of cars, trucks and buses, which are all basic examples of automobiles. Yes, we are very familiar to these. Okay, so you can if such a question is asked before classification of automobiles, as classification of automobile is the very important question of this unit, or you can say like it is the guaranteed question which is asked. So for going towards that classification, if any basic question is asked like what is automobile, then define it. So you can define automobile as it is a self-propelled and wheel vehicle producing power within, used for transporting goods and or passengers on the road, and you can give some examples of automobile. I hope you have understood the definition. In simple words, you can write an automobile is defined as a machine which generates power of its own and consists of various systems for directing, controlling and moving passengers and goods from one place to other place, keeping in mind about comfort and safety for passengers and accommodation of goods. I hope you are very clear with the introduction. So let us go ahead. This is classification of automobiles. See, you can classify automobiles on various bases. This I have mentioned for just to keep in mind. So you can take, see, based on use of vehicle, we are going to see everyone. So first is based on use of vehicle, then based on capacity of vehicle, then fuel which is used in the vehicle, like some vehicle work on petrol, diesel, CNG, LPG, etc. right? Then body style of vehicle, then based on wheels like 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, then drive used. In drives we can see driving side, then drive depend on active wheel. Okay, then transmission used in vehicle and based on engine mounting. So these are some basics. You in questions, if classification of automobiles is asked, so according to the marks, if it is of 6 marks or 7 marks, so accordingly you can write those. So here I have given maximum 9 of the classification of automobiles. Okay, so let us see them individually. Okay, so before going to the classification, first of all, we have to see the classification of automobiles, where we can see basic classifications, that is passenger vehicles and good vehicles. These are the two types of automobiles we all know. Okay, see, I know you all know these, but just the gain of knowledge is never bad. So for your unit to be understandable, you just have to gain knowledge and different things in your mind, so that you can write your theory in paper. It doesn't have any numericals and all, just you have to write the theory and some important like specifications, components. Okay, so these things you have to take in mind. Okay, so first, passenger vehicles. What are passenger vehicles? Again, it is classified into light vehicles and heavy vehicles. You can see light vehicles are again classified into autocycles, then scooters, motorcycles, jeeps, station wagons, pickups, cars. Okay, so these are all light vehicles. Then heavy vehicles are again divided into two, buses and coaches. So buses are further, you can see single deck and double deck. We all know na, single, then double decker buses and all. So buses are again divided into single deck and double deck. Single deck is again divided into mini buses and big buses. Okay, then coaches are divided into deluxe and air conditioned. Okay, so this was all about passenger vehicles. Then on the other hand, we have good vehicles. So in goods vehicles, we have again the same light vehicles and heavy vehicles. In light vehicles, you can see delivery van, light truck and tempo. Okay, I hope you know the concept of goods vehicle, in which load or some goods are transported from one place to another. Okay, then again tempo is there, which is further divided into three-wheeler tempo or four-wheeler tempo. Then we have heavy vehicles like truck, tractor, trailer and all. Okay, so these are all the basic classification of automobiles. But in exams, we have to write about the classification, like with respect to use, like whatever points which I have given before it. Okay, so the very first point you can write with respect to use, how the automobiles are classified. So first you can take mopeds, then scooter, motorcycle, three-wheeler, four-wheelers like car, jeep, then transport vehicle, then goods carrier, truck, trailer, etc. So according to the use, like if you have to travel and you are only one person or two person, so that time you can use two-wheeler. Then if more than two people are, then you can use four-wheeler or three-wheeler. Then if you have to transport something, you need much space and that type of capacity, you can use transport vehicle, then goods carrier and all. So these things are with respect to use. See, if you get the topic one time in your mind now, then you can write it on in your own words also. Like if I have first explained you about automobiles, now you are very clear with automobile. Then I have told you about it classification. So as I am taking the first one, that is with respect to use. So you all know this, that with respect to use, we use scooter, then we use motorcycles, and according to our purpose, we use different type of vehicles. So this you can write in your own words also, and you can make your own classification also. So anything, like if you from whatever you are comfortable, but it must be related to the topic. Okay, so take these notes only for your reference and write these answers only in your exams. Okay, so the first, as I told you, with respect to use. Now let us go ahead and let us see which is the second category. It is with respect to capacity. So with respect to capacity, we have two types: heavy transport vehicles and light transport vehicles, right? So if we consider heavy, what all heavy vehicles comes in our mind? Truck, buses, coaches, dumper, etc., right? Then light transport vehicles, we can take example of car, jeep, tempo. Okay, so with respect to capacity, we can classify on heavy and light. I hope you are learning also with me only. Okay, now the third component we have with respect to fuel used. Now it is very simple. We all know what are the fuels which are used: petrol, then diesel, CNG, LPG, solar vehicle. Okay, so two examples also you can write in front of them. Like first is petrol vehicle, car, scooter, motorcycle, etc. are working on with respect to this fuel. Then diesel vehicle, truck, bus, tractor, CNG, compressed natural gas vehicle, bus, auto rickshaws, etc. majorly. Then LPG, liquefied petroleum gas vehicle. Car we can take as example, and solar vehicle also we can take example of car. So this is our third classification with respect to fuel used. Okay, let us go ahead. Our fourth is with respect to make and manufacturer. Of course, the company also matters. So the first, like we can take example of trucks. So whichever company you all know or you are better familiar with, so you can write that. Here I have written about trucks, Leyland, Tata. Then station wagon, Matador, Dodge, Standard. Car, Fiat, Ambassador, Maruti. Many more companies you can add. Then motorcycle, Hero Honda, Bajaj, Rajdoot, Yamaha. Scooter, Bajaj, LML, Kinetic, Honda. Okay, so many we have in our mind. So what all companies are manufacturing any particular vehicle, on that purpose also the vehicles or automobiles are classified. Okay, very simple concepts are there. Then fifth one, with respect to wheel and axle. So here this is also very easy part in which we can classify our automobiles like two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, six-wheelers and multi-wheelers. So in two-wheelers you can give example of auto cycle, moped, then scooter, motorcycle. Three-wheelers, auto rickshaw, tempo of course. Then four-wheelers, car, jeep. Six-wheeler having two rear axle, example in truck, you can imagine truck. Then multi-wheelers like trailers. Okay, train you can take. So these are with respect to wheel. Okay, and axle with respect to six-wheeler if we consider truck. Then we have with respect to drive. Of course, in India, if we consider, we have our steering in right hand. So we can call it as right hand drive. Like I have written here, most of American vehicles are left hand drive. So the steering is present on the left side of the vehicle. So according to sitting position of driver also, our automobiles are classified. So this is with respect to drive. So in with respect to drive, you can take 2 points. First is according to sitting position of driver, and then according to driving axle. Now what does it mean? See, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive and four wheel drive. These are three concepts in which you can take. Like first is front wheel drive, that means front wheels are the driving wheels. Okay, then rear wheel drives, rear wheels, that is behind wheels, are driving wheels, and four wheel means all wheels are driving wheels. Okay, so I hope you are understanding till now very good. Then we have with respect to suspension system. Now what do you mean by suspension system? So first of all, if I explain you in simple words, it is a suspension system is in a vehicle which like its shock absorber and cushion. It helps the car ride smoothly even on bumpy roads. It's made up of springs and other parts that absorb the bumps and keep the car's wheels in contact with the road, making your ride more comfortable. I hope you understand what is suspension system. So it is further divided into three, that is conventional suspension, independent suspension, or torsion bar or pneumatic. If any two also you remember, it is enough. So what is in conventional suspension? Leaf spring, independent suspension, coil spring, and torsion bar pneumatic. Okay, so this was with respect to suspension system. Then with respect to transmission also, three types are there: conventional, semi-automatic and automatic. So this is the classification on base of transmission. Okay, then we have with respect to fitting of engine. Now where the engine is fitted, or we can say fixed, that on that basis also our automobiles are classified. We can take engine at front. If engine is present at front, the automobile is classified as different. Then engine at back, then engine fitted in front but crosswise. Then bus chassis. What is chassis if you want to know? It is nothing but it's like a skeleton or framework of the vehicle. and it's the structure that holds everything together including the engine. And we can say engine, as it is an important part of vehicle, it's mounted on the chassis, and this chassis provides support and foundation of the engine and all the other components of vehicle to be attached to and work together. So this was about chassis. So bus chassis, then engine fitted at the center of chassis. So according to the position of fitting of engine, we can classify the automobiles. Then okay, so these were the 9 points. So if you want to take more points, like you can classify on power plants, like which type of engine is supposed or fitted. So you can take SI engine, CI engine, we have studied in our unit number 2, right? Then CNG engine, electric batteries are there, then we can take hydrogen fuel cells, solar power cells, hybrid power sources and all. Then we can take about like what is the class of vehicle, that is also one classification. Like cars you can take, and different types of cars are there, like hatchback, sedan, saloon, estate vehicle, coupe, then convertibles are there, then SUVs. Okay, so these are all classes of vehicle. If you want to know in detail, see what is hatchback. Hatchback is the car which have 5 doors. 5 doors, like 4 we have, we all know the 4 doors, but 5 door we can include the diggy. Then sedan is there in which diggy is not present, so we can consider 4 doors. Then saloon is there, like it is similar to sedan only, it has 4 doors without diggy, but it has large space in rear. Okay, then estate vehicle is there, like old cars we see in movies and all, so 2 rows of sitting with direct access to rear. Okay, then coupe is there which has 2 doors. Convertibles without roof, we see a roof which is sliding off and all, so that those are convertibles cars. Then limousine are there which has 6 doors. Then SUVs are there. So these are all classes of vehicle, so you can classify on the basis of this also. Then according to load also you can classify, like light motor vehicle, medium duty vehicle, heavy motor vehicles. Okay, then I have told you, so these are many points. You can classify automobiles or vehicles in different points. So 1 or 2 times read these and you will be finding these things very easy. Okay, so this was all about vehicles and its classification. Now let us come to the second very important part, that is engine components. We can call this topic as internal combustion engine as power plant in automobiles. Okay, so this is also a very prominent question which is asked, in which you have to draw this diagram of engine and you have to list out what all components are present, and you have to explain any 5 or any 4 of its components. See, just you have to remember the diagram. If you remember the diagram, further topics are very simple for you. So here you can see this is the engine. As we have studied in SI engine, CI engine, I have explained you what was the structure. So if you have learnt that structure and practiced it, you will be seeing this as very simple one. See, you can see cylinder piston assembly is there, and one suction valve, like suction manifold you can see, and in which suction valve is there, and exhaust manifold is there in which exhaust valve is present. Okay, I hope you are clear till now. Then in between you can see spark plug is there, so this is related to internal combustion spark engine. Then you can see TDC, that is top dead center, BDC, bottom dead center. Then you can see a piston, like a small rectangle I have made in between, that is piston. And you can see the gudgeon pin is there, from which the connecting rod is connected to the piston. Then you have clearance volume, stroke volume. I have explained this. The cylinder volume total is called as clearance volume plus stroke volume. Then you can see the cylinder, connecting rod is there, then crank pin, crank is there, and then crank case is there. Very simple diagram, just you have to understand its labeling. Okay, if you want you can draw it by your hand and you can write all the components present and you will be very easy finding this. Okay, so just let us go ahead. Then we have automobile engine specifications. This is also independent question which can be asked. They can ask you to write number of specifications, 6 specifications, 7 specifications. So you have to consider this topic. First is fuel type. which is the first specification in automobile engine is fuel type. So fuel type indicates the type of fuel used for engine, and it may be petrol or diesel. Simple knowledge which we have, which we know, but just we have to write about them in specifications. Then we have engine type. Engine type indicates two things, like first is method of cooling of engine, like air cooled or water cooled, how the engine is being cooled. Then second is working cycle of engine, like it is 4 stroke or 2 stroke. We have studied this 4 stroke 2 stroke concept, right? Then third point we can take bore. Now what is bore? See, the inside diameter of cylinder. If you consider the diagram, you can see the cylinder. So what is the inside diameter of it? It is nothing but bore. And fourth and fifth are very simple for us, that is TDC and BDC, top dead center and bottom dead center. We all know what is top dead center. The topmost position of piston towards the top end side is nothing but top end center. And what is BDC? The lowest position of the piston towards crank end side is nothing but your BDC or bottom dead center. So these were 5 specifications. Let us see further. Stroke is there. In previous unit I have explained all these concepts. Just here the revision is there on the basis of specifications. Okay, so this question is asked, so I have included these notes. Stroke is there. Now what is stroke? I have explained you. It is the distance which is travelled by the piston as it moves from bottommost position or BDC to TDC, vice versa. Okay, so the distance which the piston travels is nothing but your stroke. Then clearance volume is there. I have explained you. See, the volume contained in the cylinder above the top of piston when piston is at the top. Okay, that is called your clearance volume. Then swept volume is there. The volume swept by the piston between TDC and BDC. Okay, now this is about volume. So this is swept volume. Then compression ratio is there. It is the ratio of total cylinder volume to clearance volume. So you can write in mathematical form like Vs plus Vc upon Vc. So this was about compression ratio. These are all the specifications. Now let us go ahead. Now we are coming on to our next topic, that is electric vehicle. Now how you can explain electric vehicle if someone asked you like what you all know about electric vehicle. So you can simply start like electric vehicles are also called as EV. In short we write it as EV. It is a type of vehicle that runs on electricity instead of gasoline or diesel. You can take petrol or diesel. Okay, it has a special electric motor that uses electricity stored in a battery to make the vehicle move. Then these electric vehicles are more environmentally friendly because they produce no tailpipe emissions, which means they don't release harmful gases into the air. They are charged by plugging them into an electrical outlet or a charging station you can take, and much like how you charge your phone. So electric vehicles are a cleaner and more sustainable way to get around. Okay, so this was the simple explanation of electric vehicle. Here you can see the layout of electric vehicle. You can see a car layout is present in which 4 wheels are present. According to that you can take the layout of it. In between you can see the drive control where driver will sit. In front of driver battery is there, charger is there. Then you can see braking and acceleration system is present. Then behind driver you can see inverter, electric motor is present, and transmission unit is present. And on the left side of driver you can take DC or DC converter is there and 12-volt battery. Okay, so this is very simple electric vehicle layout. Remember, it is not complicated one. In advantages we are going to see that, but here you can see the very simple layout of electric vehicle. If asked, then only draw this, otherwise you will have the theory only. Okay, but it is better if you draw this. Okay, it is a simple layout in which first of all you have to make this rectangle representing your car. Then in between you have to mention drive control. Then in left of driver you have DC generator or DC, and you have 12-volt battery. In front of drive control, what is there? Battery is there and charger is present. Then behind driver, inverter and electric motor, and then transmission unit is present. Okay, so this was very simple layout of your electric vehicle. See, this is the 3D format. You can see how the electric vehicles have their layout. These are the advantages of electric vehicle. See, first you can write it has limited number of components and are simple in design. Okay, I have explained you very simple format and layout is present. Minimum and limited components are also present. So it has limited number of components and are simple in design. Then they have high operating reliability. Then the running cost of this electrical vehicle is much more than conventional vehicles like petrol, which work on petrol, diesel. Then no air pollution, then negligible noise and vibration. Yes, we are familiar with this, right? Then rapid acceleration and low maintenance cost. So these are the advantages of electric vehicle. Then some limitations are also there for electric vehicles. See, electric vehicles have a range of 100 to 300 kilometer using battery technology. Means on the basis of battery only it can have the range of 100 to 300 kilometers. Then batteries need frequent recharging. This is also a limitation. Then initial cost of electric vehicle is very high. Non-availability of network of charging stations. Then short battery life, and a battery cost accounts around 75% of the vehicle cost. So if your battery dead or it stops working, you have to pay again the 75% of your vehicle cost to take new battery or buy new battery. So I hope you are very clear with the limitations. See, if the question of explain electric vehicle, such a question arise, then you have to first explain what is electric vehicle. Then you have to draw the layout of it. Then you have to give advantages and limitations. And if further it has asked you about writing the types of electric vehicles, then see what I have kept further. See, hybrid electric vehicles. So this is again the type of hybrid electric vehicles only, in which what happens in hybrid electric vehicle, let me explain you in simple words. See, it is also called as HEVs, and these are a special type of vehicle that combines two different power sources to run. They have both a traditional gasoline engine, we can say, like which uses petrol or diesel, and an electric motor, both. So it has the both constitute. Then the idea is to use this gasoline engine and electric motor together is to make the vehicle more fuel efficient and produce fewer emissions. Then in some HEVs, the gasoline engine charges the battery, which then powers the electric motor. I hope you are understanding. In other words, you can take like the electric motor assist the gasoline engine, especially during acceleration. The vehicle can switch between the two power sources automatically depending on driving conditions to optimize fuel efficiency and reduce environmental impact. This combination makes HEVs a greener and more efficient choice compared to conventional gasoline powered vehicles. So I hope you understand the concept of hybrid vehicle. Just you have to keep in mind that it is the combination of both the traditional engine and electric motor. I hope you are clear with it. Now let us see how we can write its definition. So hybrid electric vehicle is an intelligent combination of benefits of internal combustion engine with electric motor. So what are the types again of hybrid vehicle? Only two types are there: series hybrid vehicles and parallel hybrid vehicles. So example you can take of hybrid electric vehicles like Toyota Camry hybrid, Ford Escape hybrid, Toyota Highlander hybrid, then Honda Insight, Honda Civic hybrid. Okay, whatever HEVs you all know, you can mention in examples. Then this is the layout. See, this is the complete layout of HEVs, where you can see engine is present, radiator, power electronics and electric motor. These all things are present. in front of the drive control. Then behind you can see light weighting materials are used, and fuel storage cylinder type you can see which is used. Then battery is present behind the drive control, and again charger is present. Okay, so this is the complete layout of your HEV, and here is the simple one which you can draw as a layout in your exam, and you if you mention these numbers, and inside you can write the what are those numbers representing. See the first one here, cylinder type is there, which is your fuel tank. Okay, then it is connected with 2, that is engine. Then you can see 3, what are 3? Wheels are there. Okay, then fourth is your battery. Then fifth is your converter which is connected to electric motor, sixth, and then seventh is your reduction gear, and then eighth is differential. So this is the simple layout of your HEV. Then what is series hybrid vehicle? See, in short you can write what is a series hybrid vehicle. If this is again an independent question. If it is asked about explain the types of hybrid vehicles, that time you have to explain series and parallel hybrid vehicle. See, very simple concept is there. I will explain you in very simple words. See, what is series hybrid vehicle? In a series hybrid vehicle, the primary source of power is nothing but just electric source or electric motor. Okay, so here you have to take in mind that primary source of power is electric motor. Then the internal combustion engine, which is typically running on gasoline or another fuel, is not connected directly to the wheels. See, focus on my words. The internal combustion engine is not connected directly to wheels, and instead it acts as a generator producing electricity to recharge the batteries or directly power the electric motor. I hope you are getting the concept. See, this electric motor is responsible for driving the wheels, providing the main propulsion for the wheel. Then series hybrids are often more energy efficient in city driving and at low speeds, as they can rely on electric power alone in these situations. Okay, so this was about series hybrid vehicle. See, if the individual question is asked and it is about 7 to 8 marks, then drawing this layout becomes necessary. So this is the simple layout of series hybrid vehicle, in which you can see a car layout is there, 4 wheels you can see, and according to that you can consider drive control which is present in between. Then you can see in front of drive control charger, generator, engine. Okay, 2 times charger is used, one for generator and then engine. Okay, so then it is given to the battery, and again which is connected to the drive control. Then behind the drive control we have inverter which is connected to electric motor, and it is transmission unit. See, by seeing the layout or diagram, it is looking like series one, hence it is termed as series hybrid vehicle. Okay, I hope you are very clear with this. See, one time you have to draw and you have to learn this. Nothing another alternative is there for it. So practice it, and by reading I think 2 or 3 times you are getting the concept. So then parallel hybrid vehicle. This is the layout of parallel hybrid vehicle. See, if you want to explain about it, you can write, see, you have to take the difference what I have told you about series one and this parallel one. See, I will make out the difference for you. First of all, we will understand what is parallel hybrid vehicle. It is in this, both the internal combustion engine and electric motor are mechanically connected to the wheels. Okay, there what was connected? Only electric motor was connected. Here both internal combustion engine and electric motor both are mechanically connected to the wheels. Then the vehicle can be powered by either gasoline engine, the electric motor, or a combination of the both. Okay, then parallel hybrids are more common and efficient for highway driving, where the gasoline engine can directly power the vehicle and the electric motor assist during acceleration or at other times when extra power is needed. Okay, the two power sources work together to improve fuel efficiency, as the electric motor can supplement the gasoline engine, vice versa. Okay, so this was all about parallel hybrid vehicle. You can see the layout in which four wheels are there, and you can take electric motor, then invert, which is further connected to inverter and battery. Then you can see transmission unit and IC engine. Now which is here which is different, it is IC engine. Okay, so here both the internal combustion engine and electric motor are present. I think this is very simple one. I have taken the simple diagrams only for your better understanding. So here this is the parallel hybrid vehicle. Now if such a question arises, like you have to write difference in these. So the first layout is the first point. Then you can write about the different properties like wheels, from where the wheels are connected, and like you can also write like in summary, series hybrids primarily rely on a electric motor for propulsion and use the internal combustion engine as a generator, while parallel hybrids have both the gasoline engine and the electric motor connected to the wheels, allowing for more flexibility in power sources and improved efficiency. So this was the major difference of series and hybrid. So this is not too big concept. It can be asked for 6 to 7 marks. So you can with diagram and by explaining this layout and all, you will definitely get the full marks. Okay, so I hope you have understood the difference in both series and parallel hybrid vehicle, and what is majorly hybrid electric vehicles. Okay, then we have advantages. Okay, so such a question is there, so anything can be asked in the question. So if advantages are asked about HEVs, what you can write, like, see, in simple words, if I would like to say, so these hybrid electric vehicles offer benefits like better fuel efficiency, then reduced emissions, regenerative braking system is there, then quiet operation, decreased dependence on fossil fuels, then government on incentives, then longer brake life, advanced technology, good resale value, and lower operating cost. So these all things you can refer while writing your exam. Now we will see what we can write accordingly. See, first point is there, the HEV, that is hybrid electric vehicle system, contains part of both the internal combustion engine and electric vehicle in an attempt to get best of both. Then it is able to operate nearly twice as efficiently as traditional internal combustion vehicles. Then it has equivalent power range, cost and safety of conventional vehicle while reducing fuel cost and harmful emissions. Then the battery is continuously recharged by a motor or generator driven by internal combustion engine or by regenerative braking. So these were the advantages of HEVs. Then we have the last topic of this unit, that is cost analysis of vehicle. We can see like different vehicles have different cost. Like if we take the example of Nano, or we take example of Alto, then we compare it with Audi, or we compare it with Mercedes, the cost is different. We all know that various factors are responsible for that. So this is again a very important question which is frequently asked, like write about the points of cost analysis of vehicles. So here we have to consider different points, different characteristics on which the vehicle is characterized for their cost, why it is less cost, why it is more cost, like this. So the very first topic, you can see that cost of vehicle is depend on following factors. First is type of engine. Very important thing is engine. So what is the type of engine? On the basis of that also the cost of vehicle is decided. First of all, see, according to the type of engine or its capacity, the cost of vehicle changes. For high power engines, the cost of vehicle is very high. Like these points you have to write. I hope you are getting the flow of your answer. Then second, safety features. If a vehicle includes a safety I feature like air, ABS, airbag, etc. Nowadays we all are familiar with this. So if it contains such a safety features like airbags and all, then the cost of vehicle increases. It also depends on the number of airbags in a vehicle. Okay, then material of vehicle or raw material is also the major cost effective thing. So the material of vehicle is one of the important factors in cost analysis. For high grade material, the cost of vehicle increases rapidly. Nowadays, some parts of vehicle are replaced by fiber parts to reduce the cost of vehicle. So here 3 points we have covered about the type of engine, then safety features, then material of vehicle or the raw material used. Then further we have fourth point, production method. So some manufacturers like BMW, Audi, etc. use fully automatic machines for production of vehicle. So this increases the accuracy and finishing of vehicle, but this increases the cost of vehicle also. Hence, as per the production method, the cost of vehicle charges or changes. Then research and development, we can consider R&D. So it is a hidden cost of vehicle. It requires long time and number of technical people. Like if any vehicle is designed by many researches, many developments, so again the cost of it will become high. Then we have royalty. So the innovations like ABS, airbags, etc. are all innovations by Bosch company and not by car manufacturers. So the manufacturers need to pay royalty to Bosch for using this technology. So hence it increases the cost of vehicle. Then we have dealer profit, which are minor things, okay. Then insurance and taxation, availability of spare parts. Then advertisements, like if the vehicle or the company has taken more efforts in advertising a particular brand, so that also takes the cost. Then quantity of production, then labor cost, etc. So many points are there on which the cost of vehicle is dependent. So this is again a very important question. See, many things I have told you which are important. Small topics are there, only you have to cover the theory parts. And here see, first was about classification of automobile, which I have told you. Then you have that engine part in which you have to draw that engine and you have to write or classify all of the components, and you have to write about the functions of 4 or 5 components, okay. So that was also the second important question I told you. The third one is electric vehicle. So if you have asked about electric vehicle, I have given you the layout and then some description, okay. Then advantages, limitations, this is about electric vehicle. Then if you have asked to write about the types of electric vehicle, then what is the type given? Hybrid electric vehicle, in which hybrid electric vehicle is again further divided into series hybrid vehicle and parallel hybrid vehicle, right. So if you have asked about writing their description also, I have given you the layout of both of them, series as well as parallel. What is the difference between them, that also I have explained you. Then the last one is your cost analysis of automobile. This is again the interesting part as we go to end of the chapter. So this is also the very important topic. So I hope you have understood the chapter, and this was the end of the chapter. And yes, your unit 3 is completed, as small topics are only there and just you have to explain it, and the theory part is majorly there. So I will like to say you that you have to practice the layouts, you have to practice that engine diagram, also very important, and then you have to read your theory as many times you can, okay, before your NSEM paper. Likewise, your unit test and all are also going to approach, so you can refer this video, and anytime you feel like I'm not understanding this concept, come and rewind your video, you will get that concept cleared, okay. So for now, if you have liked any part of my video, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and keep supporting till the end. And for now, thanks for watching.